Intuition versus intrusive thoughts. Now, in previous videos on TikTok and on YouTube, I have shared about how to determine the difference when we're channeling psychic messages from our spirit guides, from angels, archangels, from our spirit team, direct from source energy, from God and the likes. How do we determine the difference between those intrusive thoughts and that intuitive flow that is coming through us? And what I've shared with you is that if it's fear-based, it's an intrusive thought, because spirit doesn't speak to us from a place of fear. Now, the conversation has arisen that should we not be listening at all to those intrusive thoughts? What if we're presented with a situation and someone leads us down a dark pathway and has bad intentions for us, and we're getting a sense inside of us that it's not safe? Should we not listen to that? I'm here to tell you that yes, you should listen to that actually. The intrusive thoughts, the fear-based thoughts, are actually ego. Now, ego is a part of our brain that has not evolved since we've taken human form in this life on this world. It was designed to keep us safe. When we were hunters and gatherers, we would go out hunting and say you got the sense that something was watching you from behind, almost stalking you. And there's something that clicks inside of you and puts you into fight or flight mode. And in that moment, you decide to run. You're in flight mode. What is actually behind you is a saber-toothed tiger. And that flight mode was activated by your ego to keep you safe because it felt and sensed danger. Danger in the fact it didn't know what the outcome was. It didn't know what was there. It just felt like there was something that was going to happen and it didn't know how it was going to evolve or what was going to happen in the end. So what happens is ego thinks you're literally going to die. So you go into that fight or flight mode. Now, fast forward to today. We are evolutionary beings. And we are starting to evolve quicker and quicker and quicker, and this ego stays the same. You are probably here because you've had a spiritual awakening, or you want to learn more about your psychic abilities, and you are starting to step foot into places of the unknown. And I'd hazard a guess that your ego gets very loud, creates fear. What are people going to think of you? People think you're crazy. You are going crazy. Oh my God, I'm going crazy. What comes up inside of you when you have that thought? Is it fear? Of course it is. Because it's not your thought. That's ego. Trying to get you to come back to something that's familiar, to something that's known. Now, in my certified psychic readers program, in the first month, we talk about the foundations, and one part of the foundations is actually developing and nurturing a healthy relationship with our ego. It's not something you want to push away. It's a part of who you are. It has a place in your life. Its job is simply to protect you. And it asks one question whenever you're faced with any situation. Am I going to live? Or am I going to die? If it's unknown quantities that are in front of it, it's instantly going to think you're going to die. And it is going to whack up those cortisol levels and pop you into fight or flight mode almost instantaneously. That fear arises, the body starts to get stressed. You know what I'm talking about. So yes, when you're going down a dark alleyway, and you have a gut feeling that you are unsafe and you sense danger, you want to listen to that part of your brain, that voice in your head, to get the hell out of Vegas. That is what it's designed to do. But when you're in a reading, spirit will flow through you in a way that is loving and nurturing. It'll deliver messages to you in a way that will help open you, that will help expand you, that will add value to you, even if it's steering you in a different direction. It's not going to say, if you go down this path, you're going to die. It's not going to say that. It's just not. Spirit doesn't come from a place of fear. It comes from a place of love. And the messages and guidance you receive will be there to expand you and help you evolve. That is all. If you're getting those fear-based thoughts, they are intrusive thoughts. That is your ego doing its job, trying to keep you safe. But what it hasn't recognized is that today we live in a different world to what we did all those years ago when we walked beside the dinosaurs, literally. And there you have it, intuition versus intrusive thoughts. It helps to know where those intrusive thoughts come from to determine if, when, and how you want to listen to them. I hope that helps. But maybe it has created more questions, and I love questions because it helps me create more content for you. If you want more videos like this around psychic development and spiritual awakenings, make sure you subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, stay true to you. Much love.